How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout. We are back for Rescue Rangers as we kick off our big four games with Celtic tonight in the league, followed by Dortmund in the Champions League, which will end this episode. And then next episode we will have the Betfred Cup final against Dundee and the last game in the Champions League group stage against Paris Saint-Germain away from home. So first of all, apologies. I've done it again. I have recorded this, certainly the first game here against Celtic, without my sound or microphone on once again. So I'm really going to have to try and do a better job of that in the future. So it means that I already know the result, and it's going to be pretty much like what it was earlier this season when I screwed up, I think, against Vienna as well. So yeah, it's not ideal. But we'll deal with it. Probably what I'll do actually is I'll cut short from this point and just literally jump to the game against Celtic. So want to cover off a few of the things before that happens. So last time we beat CSK Moscow 3-0, and which was a fantastic result. But then we followed that up with a 1-1 draw against Inverness Cali Thistle, which clearly isn't what we're looking to do in the league. We did dominate the game. We had more possession, more shots, the usual kind of stuff, but Cali Thistle's one shot on target put us on the back foot at the start. Well, not at the start of the second half, early in the second half, and a late goal from Tavernier pulling us back in, but really we should have been much better than we were. It was a strong enough team. There's a few players playing that wouldn't normally, but we should have done better. So yeah, tonight though against Celtic we've got Tavernier out with an injury, 5 to 6 weeks with strained knee ligaments, so he's going to miss tonight. He's also going to miss the Dortmund game and the other two games in this kind of bundle of 4 matches, so there's a little bit disappointing there. Alright, so skipping on to the match tonight. Celtic are favourites for the game tonight, which I guess kind of shows that we don't quite have the dominance of the domestic side of things just yet. So tonight we've gone with a slightly different formation. We've gone with 3 central midfielders, so basically giving Felix a break, and we've gone for quite a compact sort of 4 man midfield with Poyet sitting back in front of the centre backs. Just away from home, want to be a little bit more cautious against Celtic. But yeah, usual team talk. Let's assertively tell everybody that we believe in them, etc., etc., and also set Poyet to man mark Christie, and also close him down a lot more. There we go. And right, we are off into the game. Let's just, as ever, sort out the match speed and the highlights and so on. So obviously this game we are 9 points clear of Celtic at the moment in the league. A win would be 12 points, losing would be 6 points, so it's quite a big match on that front, so hoping to see us do well tonight. Nothing yet in the first 10 minutes. Fairly quiet start to the match. Poyet picking up a yellow card there, and right, chance here. Crowley with the free kick, plays it in. Chalobah with the header, Mari unmarked, and we've managed to take the lead 15 minutes in. And I suspect that was close to being offside. He did look to be offside when he headed the ball. Let's just have a look here. Crowley plays it in. Chalobah with the header. He was onside. And that's some poor play from the left back, I think it is Walker Peters. 1, not marking Mari, and 2, not following the rest of his defensive line to make him offside there. But here we go, straight from the kickoff. Are we going to get a second here? Frey on the ball. Wallace not making that run. Obviously we're in control tonight rather than attacking, so he's holding back. Crowley forward to Wilson. Wilson plays it through to Frey in the into the box, and could have done better with that. Bit more power and it might have beaten Herrera, but really encouraging stuff so far from us. Crowley with the corner, Headed away by Lustig. Chalobah picks it up, goes wide again to Crowley. Can we get a second here? Lichnowsky away. Lustig. Chalobah plays it to Benacer. No, that's not going to trouble the goalkeeper. But, 70 minutes gone and we look pretty good for our lead. And another chance here, potentially Poyet feeding it to Wilson inside the box. Onto the right foot, dinks to the back post for free with a header. Straight at Herrera. And we've had a good number of chances so far. Could have been up by more than one. It's now a throw for Celtic. On the left, Christie with the effort straight at Dominic. It'll take them all day. 22 minutes on the clock. And as I say, still looking fairly comfortable. Wilson winning the knockdown there for Frey. Holding it up but loses out to Sousa. Christie now out wide to Sinclair. Finds Griffiths out on the left, drifting out from his central position. Can he get the cross in? Squeezes it in between the two players. Campbell with the effort. And he really should have done better there. And Dominic with the save. Chalobah now with a free kick right on the halfway line. Frey with a flick on, looking for Wilson. Frey again looking for Wilson. Dummett is winning that all day long. Chalobah now into Frey, back to Poyet, to Crowley, and the effort is blocked by his own player and it's out for a goal kick. But yeah, it's looking good so far. Obviously, if we can keep this going, you'd have to think that a second goal for us must be coming. But Celtic now with Lustig forward looking for Christie. Cooper cutting that out. Not a great ball forward to Frey, and just noticing the kind of big gap between the midfield and the front line here. Maybe need to look at changing things around, but just now we have to deal with Walker Peters on the left. Finds Griffiths in the box. His shot is blocked by Cooper, and good defending again. But Frey now finds Wilson. Can Wilson get away? Oh no, he's lost the ball. He's left it behind him, and Dummett gives the foul away. 26 minutes into the first half, and as I say, it is looking fairly good at the moment. But here's the danger man, Sinclair. Griffiths again going wide, and he cuts in, lays it off to Campbell. Campbell's effort is blocked. Christie now picking up that loose ball. Sinclair, what can he do? He can win a foul from Morris. This could be dangerous here. It's in a good position. And who's taking it? Wow. I didn't expect him to go short with that. I would have shot. Celtic still have the ball. Can I get a chance here? Campbell slotting it through to Griffiths. Griffiths with the effort and it's off the post. We are living dangerously there. And it's still 1-0 35 minutes into the game. Celtic just showing signs of creeping back into it now. And will this be another chance, or will it be a breakaway for ourselves? Wilson looking to head that on. Dummett bossing him again. Chalobah forward now looking for Frey. I'm not told the players to go long, but it looks as though we are. Maybe there's just no options kind of further up the park. But we keep trying that long ball. Now Benacer on the ball to Crowley, dropping a little bit deeper. Back to Benacer, to Chalobah. Wallace is unmarked. He is found wide. Takes a touch or two to control. Plays it in. Frey can't quite control it. Wilson is blocked. And I really feel we should have done a little bit better with that. And we're approaching the half-time whistle now. 8 minutes away. And disappointing not to be 2 up. I suppose with Celtic hitting the post, it could have quite easily been 1-1. Sinclair plays it wide to Lustig. Wallace closes him down. Campbell. Lustig with a bit of space. Wallace blocks the cross. Sousa now to Christie. Back out to Sousa once more. And a left-footed cross cleared by Cooper. Crowley will pick this up. Can he get a good clearance? No, he can't. Straight to Carvalho. Sinclair now. Sousa, lots of space for Lustig, and it goes there. Wallace closing him down, but can't stop the cross coming. Griffiths with the header. Sinclair at the back post. He squeezes it in, and that's disappointing. Haven't managed to capitalise on their chances. See Wallace closing down Lustig, but he doesn't get close enough to stop it coming in. Cooper has missed that interception there, and Morris possibly not expecting the ball to come to Sinclair at the back, but that was not great defending all round from us. And yeah, I suppose on the whole it's a fairly even kind of first half stat wise, but I would like to have gone in front, but we'll see what we can do in the second half. Frey here now with a chance. There's a wild effort from the Swiss man there, and 1 minute to go till half time. And Campbell now on the ball here, skips by Chalobah into Griffiths onto the left foot, and Dominic didn't even move. Did he think it was just going to go over, or did he think it was going to go in? Who knows? Sousa with the free kick now. Not a good free kick from him, and that should be the end of the first half. 1-0 at Celtic Park. Everything to play for it in the second half. And let's see, what should we do? Cooper's at 6.4, but we'll tell everyone else that we can still come out with a win, but Cooper is definitely going to be told I'm not happy. Let's see what I can do. Right, I think we'll push Crowley up and possibly bring him off. What have we got on the bench? Just Burt really, or Waghorn, but just wanting to get a little bit more support for the front two, and offering a bit more of an out ball. Crowley's 6.6. Yep, we'll take him off for Burt, and we'll get on into the second half with that. We're underway, and let's see whether Liam Burke can unlock the Celtic defence. I think ideally I would have had João Felix, and I probably would have played him in the number 10 role, but I want to keep him fresh for the Dortmund match. Here is Burt on the ball, and he loses it. not a great start. Chalobah now back to Mari, and end of highlight. Celtic's shooting hasn't been particularly accurate, only 2 on target today. Sinclair with a long range effort, it's not going to get through a box like that without hitting a few bodies, and Chalobah giving away a foul. Not a great place to do it, but no highlight from it. 56 minutes on the clock, and that's Berge now on for Celtic, and Benacer with the header away, nobody chasing it down. Sinclair winning it back for Celtic. Walker Peters now to Carvalho. Sinclair again running at the defence. Benacer stops him in his tracks. Morris forward, Burt with a knock on. Wilson, I don't know what Wilson was doing there. He has to be running to the ball. Celtic just starting to show the signs of the more dominant side, I think, in the game. Griffiths with a long range effort, and Dominic making a mess of that. Not an awful lot of power in that, and certainly not a lot of movement, sideways movement in the ball. Dominic putting it out for a corner. Chalobah clearing from the front post for a throw. 60 minutes on the clock, and certainly looking at the way the team are performing at the moment, Frey is having a bit of an off day, so it's Waghorn time, and you never quite know with him whether it's going to be one of his good days or bad days. If this were in real life, I probably would be expecting very little. In fact, I probably wouldn't have even had him on the bench, but he seems to be quite decent in Football Manager, so we'll see what Waghorn can do. 26 minutes to go. Mari taking the free kick. This is a bit weird. Point forward to Waghorn. That was his chance. Right footed effort from Waghorn straight at the keeper, and that was a real chance to get us back in front in this game. And just have to look at the possession and so on. It does feel as though Celtic are kind of in control. I don't want to kind of go attacking at this point. I don't know what the foul was there for. Wilson giving away the foul. Free kick now for Celtic. Will they go direct? Carvalho with this. He does go direct, gets on target, but easy enough for Dominic. He manages to catch it this time. We're going to go attacking now. Possibly should have done it a lot earlier in the game. I don't want to lose. I hate losing Old Firm games, so never really like to press the issue too much, especially when we're not playing our kind of strongest side. But Walker Peters now come forward into Zagomez. Mari stops him dead in his tracks. Wilson losing out again to Dummett. Dummett has had him in his back pocket all day, but he's got a chance to run at him now. What can he do? And well, it breaks to Waghorn, and well, it was decent enough. It was on target. We're not going to trouble the goalkeeper too much. So 10 minutes to go. 1-1 here. Knife edge kind of stuff. Waghorn with a header back to Burt. Wallace lifting it over the top, looking for Wilson. Dummett once again winning it. Burt winning that header. Knocks down to Wilson. What was that? Finishing has not been particularly good today. And with 5 minutes on the clock, it's looking as though this is probably going to run down. Yep, half a minute left. It looks as though it's going to be a 1-1 draw. So we're still, was it 5-6 games or something like that without losing? No, it'll be 5 now, because I think 5 games without losing to them, which is okay. We haven't lost any ground in the league, but maybe, well, one last chance maybe for Celtic. Gomez, Sinclair with a long range effort, Dominic comfortable enough, and that has surely got to be a full time whistle when he sends it up the park. Not even going to get a chance to do that. Well, 1-0. It's not really great. We should be winning these, so tell the team that we're not happy with that performance. Good reaction from them. Yeah, I think on the whole a draw was probably a fair result, but I know we can do better than that. A little bit disappointing. 6.89 average rating for us. Not great. Anyway guys, that's it for the Celtic match, and it's now Dortmund that lie in wait, so we'll be back for that in a second. Alright guys, we are back for the game against Dortmund, and I have just seen that my microphone and my sound was once again not on in OBS, and as a result it means that what you've probably just listened to will be me just kind of trying to give you a rundown of the game after it's happened. I keep doing this. I keep doing it. It's really frustrating. Sorry guys, I will do my utmost to have a kind of checklist before I start the recording. Anyway, microphone is definitely on now. I can see it with the levels moving. So we are into tonight's game against Dortmund. Nothing has happened in the last few days. Well, nothing worth talking about anyway. It was actually Lee Wallace that was suspended for tonight. So Jack Robinson will come in, and this time we are going to go back to our kind of favoured formation. Robinson will come in at left back. Other than that, Felix comes in for Crowley, but it's the same sort of team that played against Celtic. The fitness levels not too bad at all. I believe in this squad, or certainly a starting 11 that can do it. I think maybe the missing link was possibly João Felix. It's not had that many assists actually, though, 3 and 5 in the league. But yeah, hopefully we can do something a little better tonight, and we'll need the strikers in fine form if we're going to take the points from Dortmund. But let's get straight off into it now. Yeah, I mean, certainly again, Tavernier is going to be a bit of a miss for us. Waghorn is a key player, 11 goals in 12 games. Right, okay, well, he's on the bench. Don't care about Bartra really at the moment. And right, we can use the Avenge this time because, well, yeah, we did lose to them before. Right, we got our stuff sorted. I'm going to go attacking from the start. I want to take the game to them, but I definitely want Poyet to man mark Götze, and I want him really to be close to him. And let's get the match underway. see whether or not we can get ourselves into the Champions League knockout stages. Dembele just running into a blue wall there. Wilson plays it to Frey. Now, with the attacking, I'm hoping that Robinson and Morris will get further forward than they had done in the last game, but that's not a good touch from Robinson. Not a great start. Benacer now. Poyet. Felix on the ball. Good ball out wide, finding Morris in lots of space. Morris with the cross in towards Wilson, and Berkey with the save. But that just goes to show perhaps what we were missing against Celtic was João Felix, the kind of vision to find that pass to Morris. Morris with the cross in, headed away. Morris once again, not a good cross this time, straight to Berkey. Encouraging start for us. A few balls into the box, and we can keep that up for the 90. I'm sure we'll get a goal somewhere along the line. But here come Dortmund now with Dembele on the right wing for them. Cross to Roos. And, okay, I thought he was going to lose the ball there, but he didn't. Dembele, Götze goes wide to Piszczek. Crosses in. Cooper with the header away. Cooper's got to play better than he did against Celtic. Certainly can't be making any mistakes that lead to goals. Wilson now coming forward onto his favoured left foot, 25 yards from goal, plays it out wide to Robinson, first time cross in towards Wilson with a header and straight at Berkey. That was a good chance. Quite impressed at how we managed to get the ball up the park there and get a chance for ourselves off the back of a kind of Dortmund attack. Certainly early signs fairly promising, but it's 0-0, 10 minutes in. Socrates with the ball away, Weigl out to Dembele. Plenty of blue jerseys back, and Chalobah stops him in his tracks. It's nice to see Chalobah actually getting a good solid run in the team at the moment. That's a weak ball out wide looking for Robinson. Great challenge from Benacer there. Certainly not giving any space or time for Dortmund. And Cooper now. Mari. Back to Cooper. Back to Dominic probably. Nope, forward to Benacer. Goes wide looking for Morris. Closed down by two men. That must be pretty daunting for a young Scottish player. To have two players from Dortmund just close you down that quickly. But he wins a free kick. And we'll see whether or not we can launch an attack from just inside the Dortmund half. Benacer takes it to Felix and he's given that away. Götze with the interception. Cooper to Benacer, goes wide again to Morris. Once again, two men closing him down. Does well to find Chalobah inside. Felix to Frey, goes wide. This time Morris has a bit more space. Can he get the ball into the box? He does. He finds Felix at the front post and it's 1-0 to Rangers. Happy days. Morris is actually having a pretty good game. He's getting space and he's doing quite well on that right wing. And it's a good ball in. Wilson obviously hearing the call from Felix and he's slotted that home at the near post for 1-0, and that keeps us top of the group as things stand at the moment on 12 points, with PSG currently drawing against Moscow. And Guerrero now forward for Dortmund. Ball into the box. Aubameyang with a header and it's wide. That was a chance for them. Not a great chance, but it was a chance. And now Dortmund possibly starting to realise that their place in the Champions League is under threat. And now coming forward with Guerrero here up against Morris. Gets the better of him in the box. Dominic with the save. And it just signs that Dortmund are starting to get back into it. I don't know why it seems to happen quite as frequently as it does, but hopefully we can get a second goal somewhere along the line. Frey finds Wilson, goes wide to Robinson. Certainly the wing back's getting a lot of joy tonight. Wilson with a header, not good enough. And Morris just watching that go out. I would have thought you would have tried to keep it in. Wilson's had a couple of chances in the air tonight. He's not been that impressive heading wise. Would have been better falling to Frey, but here we are wide. Piszczek on the ball, comes into Dembele inside the box. Dangerous, risky challenge from Robinson, but it works out for us in the end. Frey finds Morris Forward to Wilson. Now we've got some numbers here. Felix will slot it through to Frey. Edge of the box, and a weak effort from him on his weaker foot. I'm just wondering whether he could have cut onto his right, dummied the shot on the left, on the right, and done a lot better with that effort. But again, it's fairly even. Dortmund slightly winning the possession, slightly better passing, but just seem to be defending quite well. 91% tackling. But here's a chance here with Mari. That should have been better. The knock on from Frey from the free kick, and Mari should have just, well, put his forehead through it, I guess is the best way of saying it, and got some power on it and kept it away from the keeper. But it still remains 1-0. Dembele skipping by Chalobah. Goats are now not being marked by Poyet. Roos with the effort, and Dominic with the save. Certainly a stinging shot for the keeper, but wasn't accurate enough to give him any real trouble. I'm pretty pleased with how this is going so far, but with 4 shots on target, I would have liked to have had 2 goals. 2 Rangers players there going for the same ball. That's great communication. Weigl now to Castro, to Goetze, wide to Guerrero, closed down by Morris, but he won't be able to stop the cross coming in. Benacer does. Felix now finding Wilson. Frey looking to break that line. Will Wilson find him? He goes for it himself, and what a finish! Oh my god! Wow. That's possibly one of the best goals I've seen for myself in Football Manager 17. What an effort from Wilson. Postage stamp to the top corner. What a finish. And it puts us 2-0 up, and I can forgive him for his missed headers with that finish. That's unbelievable. Is he going to do it again? No, is the answer. That's the finish I usually expect from strikers outside the box at this kind of level. That really was top drawer from Wilson. And we should go into half time 2-0 up. And Saint-Germain is still drawing actually against Moscow, which would mean a draw in France would be enough to win the group, not even just qualified. But yeah, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Still got another half of this game, and yeah, going good so far. Yeah, they are having an excellent game. Let's calmly just tell them very pleased with how it's going. There's no need to try and get anything more from them. They're playing well, and it's this sort of thing. You kind of look at the Celtic game and think, well, why did we struggle against Celtic quite so much? Was it home advantage? The fact I didn't go for it, I didn't attack them. The fact Felix wasn't playing, I mean, maybe that was a kind of big factor. Good challenge from Chalobah, but it breaks to Aubameyang. Cooper can't win it back. Robinson closing down Dembele, but he gets the better of him, gets to the byline. Showboating there with the Rabona. Didn't really work out very well because it kind of went along the ground, but I don't know what he was trying to do. I'd be fizzing if I was his manager. 2-0 down away from home, potentially going out of the Champions League, and you pull something like that. Yeah, a bit unusual. But here we are now. Robinson out wide on the left, cuts inside to Felix, looking for Frey, cut out by Ginter. Benacer picks up the ball. Wilson through to Frey. Frey with the effort, and Berkey is equal to it, and that could have been the end of the game if Frey managed to put that in. Well, not that the referee would have blown the full-time whistle, but metaphorically speaking, end of the game. But yeah, Berkey taking the corner there, and we go looking for a third goal still. Felix back post to Mari with a header. Honestly, that was close. That was really, really close. And Aubameyang will take this from the corner. Will this be a counter-attack? This is where always have to be wary when you got bodies forward for a free kick. But Benacer showing exactly why I wanted to sign him. I still do, but it's not realistic anymore. It's just not going to happen. Roos with the free kick here. Danger has gone. 62 minutes on the clock. Let's see how our team are doing fitness wise if we ever get a chance to look at it. It seems to be highlight after highlight. Dominic with the long goal kick. Frey wins that header. Morris goes looking for Wilson. It's a great through ball if he can get there, but he can't quite. Socrates cuts it out. Forward looking for Roos. And Castro now going wide to Dembele. Certainly a lot of their moves are coming through Dembele. And Roos loses out to Morris, does well there. Poyet can't quite get there. Good challenge from him there though. Mari got to just get this out. It's a little bit risky at the moment. Good ball from Morris finding Frey. Goes wide again for Morris. And he's got some support from Wilson into the channel here. Takes it on his weaker foot. Right foot cross. Frey. He smashes it home. 3-0 now. That has to be it. What a performance. We are saving all our performances for Europe. And I'm absolutely delighted with this. Wilson here with the awareness to find Frey, and that's a nice finish from him for his 15th goal of the season. Where was that against Celtic? Morris is looking exhausted. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about what we're going to do against Ross County. Not Ross County, is it? It was Dundee. It's Dundee, isn't it? Yeah, it's Dundee. It was Ross County in the Betfred Cup final, because we got players missing, but there's a chance for a fourth here. Frey getting dispossessed. Morris forward looking for Wilson, can't get the header, and Roos now coming away goat. So I think what I'll do, this highlight's probably been going on quite a bit. We're going to pull it back into key now, being 3-0 up. I don't see us losing this, but Sherl is into the box, and what a save from Dominic. Not had to do a huge amount in the game, but that was a big save from him. And now Roos will take the corner kick, looking for Ginter towards the back post. Cooper with a header away. Weigl to Dembele, and that's the end of that chance. Right, okay, let's... Morris is at 51. I wasn't aware he took a knock. I don't want to change our formation. Can Josh Grant play there? No, he can't. Can anyone at all in the team play there? There must be somebody. Chalobah, kind of. Right, we'll go with Chalobah, and Morris can then come off for Burt or Thompson. I'm going to go with Thompson. And the only reason for that is just to get I'll put him on support, someone with a bit more a kind of defensive minded attitude in the midfield too, just to keep their central midfielders under tabs. Right, Cavani's now scored for Saint-Germain, so they're actually winning, and well, it's happy days for us. Dortmund will have qualified for the Europa Cup dropout after this, and Moscow will be out of Europe altogether, so it really will be an interesting game in Paris. Winner takes all, really. Actually no, that's not true, because if we draw, we've beaten them once already, so we are actually going to finish top of the group if we draw. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, to just get through to the knockout stages at the first time of asking is huge. Big performance from us tonight. Is Benter going to get sent off? That lunge he is. Yeah, it's not Dortmund's night, and we're certainly avenging for our 3-0 defeat over in Germany. 15 minutes left here. Not Piszczek, it's Pasiak now, it's somebody else. Paslak, rather. Dembele in the middle. Headers there. Dominic with the save, couldn't get there for the rebound, and Sherl puts it away. That was a cracking save from Dominic, first time of asking, but unfortunately Sherl was quicker to it than our defence. Dembele this time with a normal cross, And that is a stunning save from Dominic. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to keep it out. Dortmund with a bit of a lifeline into the game, but I think it's too little too late for them. Berkey will take free kick here. Ginter goes wide, Paslak forward to Dembele, and he seems to be the danger man for us at the moment is Dembele. Roos up against Chalobah, good challenge. Wilson breaks through the line. He's got a little bit of support, but he's going himself onto his right foot, and side netting for him. Losing the clean sheet's taking a little bit of the shine off it, but the main thing is we have not only won the game tonight, we have qualified for the knockout stages, which is huge for us, and every million that we get can potentially strengthen our team further next season and put us in a better position to do it all over again and certainly dominate the Scottish game. Wilson through to free. Can it be 4? It is 4-1, and that just goes from a big win to a bit of a kind of humiliating win for Dortmund, possibly citing the red card, but nice move there, good through ball from Wilson. Frey just putting just enough power on it to get past Berkey, and that will take us into the last 15 seconds of the match. And I think overall it's been a decent double header episode. Haven't lost. Had a 1-1 draw with Celtic, and then this I just don't get. 4-1 against Dortmund, 1-1 against Celtic, and Celtic lost everything. It's not like they're a fantastic side. Right, well, I think all we can say is that, and super performance. 7.67 average rating overall, 21 shots, 11 in target. Very, very pleased with that. Bit of a late fight back there from Moscow, although they were 2-0 down at that point, but it leaves us top of the group now. Another 1.29 million for that, thank you very much. And let's have a look at that league. Lovely 7 goal difference as well. It looked like it was going to be a rough group after the first game against Dortmund, but my goodness, we've improved since then. 4 straight wins, and fair number of goals as well that we've scored. It was 5 against Moscow over the 2 games, 4 against Dortmund there, so it's 9 and 2 against PSG. I mean, that's 11 goals that we've scored in the last 4 games in Champions League. Absolutely fantastic. Keeps Frey top of the goals. Tavernier's somehow still top of the assists. Dominic unfortunately not able to get to his 6th clean sheet there. What a performance. Anyway guys, it probably won't seem like that long because I'll be back again in the next episode for the next double header as we look to get the Betfred Cup final back to Ibrox and then take on Paris Saint-Germain to see who is going to top this group. But anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.